They're in an environment where they're going to make a decision on the second largest purchase, and they're in an environment where they're afraid of who we are. Shoulder to shoulder, hand in hand, field of frickin' daisies. Let's walk them through it. They think it's not a field of daisies. They think it's the valley of the shadow of death. I promise you, they're actually scared. They're scared of where this is going to go. You've got to make it a field of daisies hand in hand. And anytime you speak to them, you're only going to speak. Could you get yes, sir? Yep. Anytime that you speak to them, we're going to speak to them in these words. This is what I call this the 9 squares, the first sales meeting I was given 16 years ago. Doesn't get any better than this, I promise you. I promise you. Talk to your wife this way, talk to your husband this way, talk to your kids this way, and if you're single, you're welcome. I promise you, you're welcome. I don't ever talk in negatives. You'll find that with me. This isn't an act. I do not speak in negatives. I speak like this. They come in and they say, I want a car at $250, and I want it to have yellow polka dots. That's fine. In fact, you can go any, look, you just put together a combination of 3, any pattern you want. I can do all 9 in one sentence, but that's fine. I'm confident I can get you what you need. In fact, doing so is the easiest part of my job. Do this. If I don't get you what you need at your budget, would you do me a favor? And please tell me no. The please tell me no is this. Why it's so powerful. It's a no card. You play Monopoly, right? You ever gotten the get out of jail free card? You covet it once you get it? Give them a no card up front. Hey, if at any point it's a little bit too aggressive, if I don't get to the numbers that you're expecting me to, you're the driver today. Just tell me no. Is that fair? If you're on the date, first date, and you say that, hey, at any given point, just so you know you're in total control. If at any point we're not doing what you're wanting to do, do me a favor, just tell me no. I'm just here to serve. I want to make sure I get a chance to meet you. It's done. It's done. There is no no. They'll covet the no card and they won't ever give it up. Like, ha! He gave it to me. It's done. It is flawless. Unless you goof up. You go negative. Then they'll tell you no. But if you're only positive, they will not. No problem. Hey, you know what? If I'm not at your budget, I wouldn't expect you to buy a car from me. In fact, that's easy to get at your budget. It's the easiest part of my job. Please do me a favor and tell me no if I'm not. Oh, you want yellow, purple? Because everything on my feet is a yes. I'm not saying yes, it's going to be a yellow, purple polka dot. I'm saying yes, that's what you want. Shoulder to shoulder. Okay? Shoulder to shoulder. So I want you to learn this. They're really graphic. Now, for me, speaking to young men, I teach young men this because I talk to them about honor, and it's a big deal to me. Honor is a big deal to me when they're dating or courting. I say this is how you should speak. This is how you should speak to young men as I coach outside of work. I say, look, this is how I want you to speak it, confidently. Taking care of them is the easiest part. Holding the door open please, welcome. It's the best hotel ever. You're the most unique person they're ever going to meet. Welcome. You've now met me. Everything's fine. Only positivities from here. I'm confident. That's fine. Please allow me. What does that signal to them? I'm here to serve you. I started the whole thing off with saying servant-hearted salesmanship. Please allow me to take that for you. I understand you want to be at 250. If you'll allow me to ask you a series of questions here, just to kind of visit with you for a few minutes, I'm confident that I can get to your number, or I get to find your needs. Confident of it. I really am. Think about it. Just say it out loud. Put it in a string of 3. Put it in a string of 4. Put it in a string of 9. Why? Because that's the easiest part of my job. Now, we're walking through the shadow of the valley of death a little bit. For us, it's the battle of the field, shoulder to shoulder. That ain't going to happen. Idiot. Done. Profits, either they don't close or profits just fell. Sorry, keep talking. Good call. I'll cover this. Look, I'll set. I'll do it. You can't say no on your feet. There is no no. Look, I'm at a Honda lot. I'm looking for the Nissan. No problem. It's the easy part of my job. It's getting you the vehicle you're wanting to drive. If you'll allow me, I'd be happy to show you all the products that we have. Make sure that they fit your needs. If it's not the right product, here's the deal. Because we own how many brands? All of them. I'll get you exactly what you want. In fact, that's the easiest part of my job. You've met me. I'm now your liaison to the car business. You have nothing else to worry about. Hands up. Show them your hands, palms. I surrender. You are the boss, man. Started the whole thing off with the customer's the boss. You're the boss. No problem. I'm going to do whatever you need. But as the employee that you're now hiring, just like the guy in Mexico, he hired us. I hired him, and he directed everything. You're hiring. They're hiring you. Right there. No problem. I'm going to do whatever you need, and I'm prepared. I'm not a slacker. I'm not a joke. I'm prepared. And that's why I'm asking you to make your bed first thing. I'm prepared. Let's do this thing. Either or questions. Land on the Jack of Hearts. Pull the car up. Show them the product. Do the walkthrough, okay, which is what we're going to do now. That's where I'm trying to. And then we do a service walk. So we come back inside. They've driven it. They've done it. And you're there. Still shoulder to shoulder, right? This store's philosophy and the Joplin store's philosophy is different than mine on this topic. They say you agree to numbers and then you show them the service department. I say that's backwards. When you fill out your online dating app, you don't leave any of the good stuff off. Right? When you first, you don't. You say all the good things. Is your service department a good thing? Have 24 techs. They've all got 10 years experience. They got 250 years of experience of master technicians. I've got 150 years of junior technicians, and I've got 5 oil change techs standing by. Walk with me. Let me introduce you to Justin DeBose, my service director. Let me introduce you to Marcus, my service manager. Now, Marcus is my guy. Okay? I'd say find a guy. You introduce all your customers to Marcus, and Marcus is a service writer. You know where the best source of customers have come from? I'm not kidding. Service is amazing. I do not like lot-ups. I want Marcus's customers. Marcus goes out and says, hey, if the guy gets an engine, nah. But my dog over here, Justin, he may have something for you. I mean, it's amazing, and you throw him $50. Pay him every time. If you owe somebody a bird dog fee, as we said earlier, yes is yes, no is no. Bird dog fee is a referral. Pay it. Pay your service guys. It didn't cost you a thing. We pay it. You just got to make sure up front we know, so we put it in the deal that I owe Marcus 50. A friend of yours, by the way, sends you somebody, pay them $50. There's a scratch board. I don't do the scratch board. Y'all store here offer them. They could win 1,000. They could win 25. I just tell everybody I'll pay you 50. Scratch it. Tell us we'll write it in the deal. Stroke them a check. Cost you nothing. Okay? Pay them. These are resources. If that cheap, I'm telling you, I spend $80,000 a month on advertisement. I can spend out $4,000 in referral monies, and the $4,000 will give me a greater return on investment. Month in, month out, year over year. So we're going to walk the service department. We're going to introduce them to Marcus. We're going to introduce them to Brandon. We're going to introduce Steven because that's my service team. We're going to introduce them to Justin. That's my service director. They're going to say something to them. If they're not doing it here, they're going to. And you will ask them to if they're not. Say, hey, when I introduce you, just say, hey, I'm Marcus. I've been here 6 years. I'm master certified on this front line, and I've got 250 years of experience behind me. I keep 7 different loaner cars out here for your needs. If you come into my store and you buy from us, those are yours. I have a driver on standby. If you're just going to do something local, if you're just going to do something local, we'll drive you there. We'll pick you up. If it's going to be a little bit of a while, I'm going to put you in one of my cars. We will take care of you. You buy from me. You buy from Fletcher. You buy from us. We take care of you. That's the easiest part of my job. Now, shoulder to shoulder, walking through the field together. Now then, for the first time, they sit down. First, please sit. And you sit down. Now for the first time, we're what? Now we're face to face, and this is where we negotiate. This is where it gets fun, if you're into it. You might not be into it. If not, call me in. Tag me in, boss. I'm in. This is where it gets fun, okay? But in the meantime, I want to take you guys downstairs real quick. I told them how to take you guys downstairs. So grab your stuff. Let's go for a walk. I want to go walk through the service shop so you get a familiarity with the service.
I will as soon as I make my first
I know you did. That's why I asked.
See, that guy didn't come today. He's working 2 car deals.
Do you wear a watch?
No, not anymore.
Not yet.
Who wears a watch?
I got one.
I forgot mine today.
Do me a favor, come sit right here, please.
I hated to watch.
Huh?
I hated to watch when I was in, because you just sit there and watch time.
Check the time.
But you're on a 12-hour shift and you're
Look.
wearing a watch. That 12-hour
Log-
shift is really long looking at a mountainside,
Remember that vibe. That's why I want you to change, that's why I want you to tell them. It's gonna be 3 hours when it's 2 hours. Like, man, it's shorter than I thought.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, wait. So you do wear a watch?
Yep.
Do you mind if I see that watch real quick? Can I have that? Everybody watching this? Okay, this is important. Actually, you know what? Do me a favor. Sit in this chair real quick.
Okay.
Sorry. It's okay, Justin. You can leave it there. Yeah, you can leave it there.
Sure.
You carry a billfold or a wallet?
Yeah, well,
You mind if I see that?
He just sold you on a lot of stuff.
The reality of it is,
You just.
I do not ask you, I tell you. But it's said in such a way you'll give me your wallet and your watch and you'll just set wherever I want. You'll follow me wherever I want if I'm the right guy. Thank you. Finance officer taught me when I was very young in the business. He bought me in this is his term, and he goes, I'm just an old Jewish guy. Come in here and sit down. That's how he started the conversation. I was like, what are you going to tell me? What's this guy going to tell me? He said, sit down. I sat down, and he's got the finance chairs are lined up. I said, sit down. He goes, he goes, no, I didn't say sit there, sit here. I said, okay, sorry. I moved seats. He goes, now give me your watch. Let me see it real quick. I gave him my watch. He looked at it, and he said, give me your wallet. I said, give me your wallet. He says, you need to have control. You need to have control over the situation. Now, there's a power with control. You can yield it two ways. You could be a bad power guy or a bad power girl and be abusive. But if you're doing it, if you're in control from a place of servant-heartedness, it's okay. In fact, they want you to lead. I find this country's biggest thing that it misses is that nobody leads anymore.
amen.
We don't preach leadership. We don't push leadership, self-leadership, self-independence, self-responsibility. At the end of the day, everything that goes wrong with that car deal is one person's fault. Yours. The only way we can be a leader is if we understand that one thing. It is your fault. You didn't change whatever it needed to be changed for that customer's experience to be different. Leading them and having them sit in a certain spot, these are just things that are subtle clues that they'll fall in line to. It's crazy. Just know this. In the bell curve, everybody know what the bell curve is?
No.
Yes,
What is it?
it is the curve of probability.
Your style, like your moves. That's good definition of it. In the bell curve, there's 100 people. The curve kind of goes up and comes down. On this deal here, the first deal is on the bell curve. Everything I'm going to tell you today is based off of the bell curve, okay? Because 10% of the customers are going to walk in and you're not going to do anything. They're going to say, I want that car. Great. Here's the price. Perfect. Okay. And honest to God, the Chick-fil-A guy can do it. He's a laydown. Laydown, another car guy term. Means just walks in, says yes. No negotiations, that's a laydown. I do not train for the laydowns. I will never train for the laydowns except for the conceptual idea of treat them with respect, love on them, and do the right thing by them. Don't take advantage of your laydowns. You want to burn a perfect customer? Be the guy that gets greedy. I didn't say discount, but don't take advantage of them. That's on you. Do not take advantage of the person that's just good-hearted and goodwill to walk in and say, sure, I'll take that truck. I say that, I come from that family. My father and I will negotiate you fairly. I'm a very fair sell. My grandfather, who for his entire life lives in one town and is an electrician, when he walks into his Chevrolet dealership that he does the bids on, points at the truck and says, I need it, or doesn't even point at the truck, just talks to the guy and says, I need another pickup. And they bill him. He doesn't ask the price. And he doesn't ask, are you taking care of me? Because he knows the integrity of the guy he's dealing with. It'll be fair. And he knows he's paying profit. But adversely, they don't ask the price in bids when he bids their electrical work. He does business with the people that do business with them, and they do good business. That's who you need to be. This is your community, and this is your marketplace. Remember that. The second it's not your community, and the second it's not your marketplace, is the second you'll cut the golden goose's head off to try and harvest the gold up front jealously with a covetous heart. The reality is, if you'll love this community and you'll love your customers, they'll keep laying golden eggs for you for your entire career. So when that laydown comes in, be kind. On the flip side of it is, it's a customer that's just a flat-out jerk, and he ain't going to buy. And he truly is, if the best sales guy can come in here, Grant Cardone come here and say, they're all buyers. I agree with you, Grant. But yet not every dealership signed up with you yet. Because not all of them are. The truthfully is, if they say that, they're misspoken. But 90% are. So I don't train for the other 10% either. I don't train for the guy that lays down, and I don't train for the guy that's just going to never buy because he's a jerk. And if a jerk is nothing but a pole, then a pole is nothing but a tug, and a tug is nothing but a boat, and a boat's just something that sells on water, and water is part of nature, and nature is beautiful. I don't train for the beautiful customers, right? I know what you're thinking. Listen, what I just said there, I want you to understand everything you got to say. That was just a joke, but dead room. What I'm trying to say there is, make everything a positive. Make a jerk and turn it into something beautiful. But, jerk is a pole stuff.
What?
A jerk is a pole,
Got
a
it.
pole's a tug is a boat sells on water, water's nature, and nature's beautiful.
Okay, there you go.
You just got to make everything that's a negative turn positive. That's just how I think. I heard that one time as a kid, and it meant something to me. But at the end of the day, that's just how it is. Okay, so we finally sit down. We've talked about servant hardness. Now, all I'm training y'all on, just so you know, everything is this. Because these customers will buy if you're doing the right thing. Your ratio of selling 20% of this is when you're okay. When you sell 50%, you're competent. You're consciously competent. When you get into this range, you won't be able to tell this guy over here how to get to here. You'll be unconsciously competent when you're closing at that 70, 80 percentile. And it is doable. It is doable. Year after year, when I say that, I set the finance office, called the box. I set the box for 7 years at a Honda dealership, and I took 94% of the people that walked through my office bought a warranty. And year after year, I took the national championship.
Nice job.
Just so you know. That's not a brag, I just got to tell you. That's what when I say this stuff, I mean nationally, Honda, and then Honda, unique. It was a big deal. And year after year. Guys, I did not and will not take a GM spot because, to be quite honest with you, it pays less. Everybody else that spoke to is a GM. It pays less than a producer. And if you have the skill and you've got the talent, they don't manage you, you manage the whole thing. Because they put in their whole program around you. They didn't bring me in here because I'm the store manager. I'm the general sales manager because they let the program is whatever I want it to be. They just step back and let it happen. I'm still a producer today. I'm not talking about things I did. I produce now. You want me to sit with you. Okay? So this 80 percentile. Now we're face to face, and now we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about how to buy the car. Now we're in negotiation. If you negotiate one single thing while you're standing and you're shoulder to shoulder, you have failed and you've cost yourself money. If you haven't sold them on that conceptual idea that $1 billion of product, research, and development has gone into the development of the brand new F-150 or the brand new Honda Fit, but they get the opportunity to buy it for 68 grand or 16, you're selling here's what the problem is. You're selling the tip of the spear. All they get to see is the result. They're just looking at the car and saying, I can't think of my budget. Well, that's only if you're letting them know it's a $16,000 car that you're only going to discount to $15,000 on. And I don't even like the word discount. I don't even like the word rebate. You know what rebate is?
Get your money back, or they pay you back.
The amount the vehicle depreciated while it's still new on the lot.
Oh, man.
Man, it's got all kinds of rebates. Man, it's depreciated a lot. Them things depreciated great, man. They could run 15,000 off. Cool. That's freaking awesome. That it depreciated 15 grand before it sold. That's stout. One love, baby. One freaking love. Right? That's what I say. Freaking one love. Depreciated 15 grand. Don't talk about that stuff. $1 billion of geniuses went into designing that thing. And before that, hundreds of billions of dollars went into just designing the idea. They set up plants, and there's 100,000 people that work on making that one product. Really. Get a chance to tour a dealer or a production line. It's pretty cool. You're selling that. It's the most amazing thing they've ever seen. It gets you from point A to point B. You're going to go 100 miles in the next hour and a half. But we're complacent to it, right? All of our kids think that cell phones are the way of it is.
But it wasn't.
Cell phones still impress me. I get an iPhone, I'm like, this thing's pretty awesome. And I'm pretty tech savvy. I make sure I'm tight. But let's be real. Our kids don't think that way. It's part of their lives. And they don't know what a telephone is. They do not know what the phone that everyone in this room knows what is. That's the new generation. Period. Because who has a home phone? Anybody in this room have a home phone? I like your style. It's for a security system. Huh?
Well, I mean, it's my grandma, so I love my grandma. So.
Cool. There you go. There you go. There's always a reason. But
Yeah.
that's my point. They're dead. It's gone. It's extinct. Very rarely. So I don't even think about that. I talk about people's cell phone. Write this down for me. I want to make sure I cover this before one other thing. Digital business card. So we sit down. We're going to talk the talk now. We're going to do the deal. So we say, sir, ma'am, I want to make sure I get all the information. This is the right car, it's the right product. If all terms are agreeable, would you see any reason why you wouldn't be able to take this car today? Yes? No. Doesn't matter what they say. The question counts. No. Great. Do you mind if I ask why? Well, I want to make sure on this. I got to think about it. No problem. So I just want to make sure we get everything the right way. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go up to my manager and let them know this is the product you're looking at. And I want to make sure I get you an offer. Is that fair? Okay. Now, this is important too. Please write this down. What is a contract? In negotiations, there's only one way to think. Now, I'm face to face and I'm sitting down. What is a contract? Anybody?
A written agreement between two people.
Really? Did you write it? Do a written? Are you married?
Yeah.
Did you have a written agreement when you got engaged?
Well, it could be a verbal contract, I guess, too.
Okay, right. There's an offer. So here's the definition of a contract. Offer. I make you an offer. You have two choices. So everything's either or. You have the right. There's consideration, and it's offer consideration. So you get to think about my offer. Then you have the right to accept or counter. If you accept, it's done. If you counter, I need to get it in a written format. Okay? So side of the counter, I'm going to write this. Will, buy and drive, and every time I give a meeting, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it to the first time, and I'm going to have y'all say it. Now. Not today. Now. Today means I can leave. And in that time while I'm gone, somebody with more swagger is going to call them, and they're going to beat your deal. We'll buy and drive now if we do X, X, and X. Now, I don't care if it's 12 X's. If we sell it to you at half price, if we sell it to you with a negative interest rate where we're paying you 2% on your money, and we give you $4,000 more than your car's worth, if that's their offer, you take it. They just went from shoppers to buyers. It is your only job on the first pencil, which is an offering, to get their offer. If you come to me with the half price offering and it's legitimate and they sign it, now you've got a buyer. Now I will bring out every skill set I can yield, and I will come out and raise them. I will raise their position. It's different than closing them on the offer. Get their offer. Get their offer. And don't do one of these deals, $250 a month, circle it and sign here. That is a lazy man's way of doing it, and it drives me crazy, and I will light a salesman up. Because there's one way to do it, and it's to do everything the right way. Will, buy, and drive now if you give away the free stuff, by the way. I give away free a lifetime powertrain warranty. So I say it first. When I dated my wife, everything that was good about me, I kept saying it over and over. Right? I kept telling her over and over, these are good things, just saying this. Right? So, over and over.
I hate to interrupt you. Randy, there's
Yeah.
a gentleman down there that needs to talk to you real quick, like something about signing over your house to him or something. I hate to interrupt. Okay.
No problem. So on this offer, I want you to get this offer written, bring it to your manager. Now, you may be the guy that, that does, wants the second pencil, or gal, that wants a second offering. But think about this. In the contractual agreements of what we're doing, if you lose sight of what we're doing, things get awkward. They say, what, is this your best price? You show them the offering, and they say, is this your best price? What's your answer? Is it your best price? Is it?
Yes.
I look them dead in the face and say, sir, ma'am, I apologize. I will never sell off a best price, and any dealer that says it's the best price is flat out lied to you. Because if I were to tell you this is your best price, and you were to stand up, and then I were to go to my manager and beg him for $50 more, and he does $50 more, I just lost my integrity to you. I don't want to mislead you, sir, ma'am. There is profit built into the deal. If best price worked, we as an auto industry started with that. We gave you guys that option, customers that option. It was called Saturn. They still make that product today. It's a GM and a Chevrolet product. But customers ran it out of business because they were selling Saturns at best price shopping, and customers demanded the right to negotiate. And to be quite honest with you, when you sold your house, you didn't, when the customers walked in, you didn't just arbitrarily start lowering your price. What I have here, sir, is an offering that I find to be a very exceptional offering on this vehicle, and I'm going to warranty the car for life. I'm going to give you the service loaners that we have, and I'm going to take care of you through the customer service satisfaction that we give. I've got the bounce houses. I've got all the things that I've laid out for you up to this point. Now I start leveraging everything we've been talking about. And I've got it set up to where I can either do it 60 months or 72 months at a budget that works for you. Well, that's not your best price then. No, sir, but let me ask you this. The only thing I could do is miss your business. If I were to miss your business while you're doing your consideration, what would I miss your business on? And pause. That's a closed question, okay? This is where first person that answers loses. What would I miss your business on? I've gone 13 minutes. I sent out emails. I was waiting so long. And I had people line up at my window, and and they were hiding from the customer. 13 minutes of dead silence. He spoke, he bought. Well, you missed me on the price. Well, you say I missed you on the price, sir. I apologize. Do you mind if I ask where I'm missing you out on price? Well, yes, it's not fitting into I like the price to be less. When you say you like the price to be less, is that because you're going to be making monthly payments on it? Yes, it's because I'm going to be making monthly payments on it. So what you're saying is that the budget is not fitting within your budget on the monthly terms or the monthly payment? That's right. Well, I apologize. My monthly payment currently is $450 is what I'm offering. Where were you thinking your budget is? Well, my budget is at $400. My budget is at $350. Perfect. Your budget is $350. So let me ask you this. In the event that I'm able to get the vehicle at your budget of $350 a month, is there any reason why you wouldn't buy and drive my vehicle now? Well, no. So what you're saying is if I can get this vehicle to you at $350 a month and still give you my warranty for life, still give you all the service loaners, if I can do that for $350 a month, you'd buy right now? That's right. Perfect. The only thing I have to ask is, and this is getting some elevated stuff here, is this. What type of equitable position are you going to enter into? I use the word equity, not cash down, because I like to use official terms. People want to talk to the man. What do you mean equitable position? Well, I'm just curious, so what type of cash down were you looking to put? Now I've defined what I said. Oh, cash down? Yeah, banks traditionally like to see 20% down. Remember when you bought your house? Yeah. Did they charge you, are you familiar with the words PMI? Anybody know what PMI is in here?
Yes.
Private mortgage insurance.
Primary mortgage insurance. What's it for?
Protection.
Of?
Lender.
Of?
You defaulted on your loan.
On a thing that doesn't ever drive away to Mexico. And traditionally goes up in value.
Yep.
If you don't put 20% down, they charge you primary mortgage insurance on top of your payment. Sir, ma'am, they ask for 20% down on something that doesn't ever move. What I'm saying is the banks do give the best rates and the most aggressive rates when you're in an equitable position. What type of equitable position are you looking to enter in today? Well, I was thinking, were you thinking $5,000 or $6,000? Well, I couldn't do that much. Well, then how close to $5,000 could you get? $4,000. No. $0 now. No problem. Hey, let me ask you this. If I were to put your payments out for 45 days and you're at $0 now, your payment on your current car is how much? What do you pay on your current car?
$360.
Perfect. So if I give you 45 days to your next payment, you don't have a payment for next month, you could give me the $360 today?
Possibly.
Perfect. Just got $360 down. 30% of $360 is $100 in your pocket. It's $100 in your pocket to get $360 out of them. Don't be afraid of $360. It's $100 in your pocket. So perfect, I just want to be clear. If I can get you 70, don't stay off the term unless they define it. If I can get you, and I say that because I may go to 84 months. Right here, I may flip to 84 months, get you a full stick of deal. Perfect, what you're saying is if I'm at $350 a month, I can do it with $360 down, and I can pay your vehicle off, do the deal, give you a warranty for life on the vehicle. You'll buy and drive now, is that correct? Write it all out, nice and pretty. Perfect, sir, please sign here. That's your offering, we're in the deal now. You are selling a car. This car deal is going to happen. Yes?
How do you get it there? How do you go from 450 to 360 though?
It's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Here's the deal. Here's the deal with that. I don't know yet, but here's what the magic of it is. Do 360, calculator real quick. What's 450 times 72?
32.4.
What is 360 times 84 plus $360? Huh?
30,600.
Yeah.
And what was that first number?
32.4.
Well, now we're just two grand apart for the second round of negotiations. It's incremental raises. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to come back out and I'm going to show you 84 months. I'm going to show you another term. Or I'm going to say perfect, because at the end of that close, I'm going to say perfect. Now to get to these numbers, this is obviously a highly aggressive number. What I would need to do at this point is I'm going to need to get your customer statement. Write that down. Customer statement. Customer statement is a credit app. Please do not call it a credit app.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever you get there.
No, good, please.
Customer app.
Why can't you just tell them that we can extend the payments for this amount of time to get to the deal that you want? Why can we not just say, if you want that payment, we can extend it out months?
You might. You very well will. But you're driving under the Jack of Hearts. I can tell you that you're going to pick the Jack of Hearts, or I can make it your idea.
But to me, I mean, just in my point of
Sure.
view, you know, if you're gonna lower the payment, this is the payment, right? This is what you're gonna have. And if you can extend the payments out for another 3 or 4 years and get the payment that they want, why can you not just tell the customer, this is what I can do? We can extend
You bet.
the life of the loan,
You will.
and you can get this payment that can fit your budget.
You bet. We will. It's timing. It's the very next thing we're going to tell them.
Okay.
Meaning.
To me, you're going all the way around to the same answer.
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to ask you if you know how many cards are in the deck.
Okay.
You're going to pick my. I get it. This is why I'm on this car sales.
Okay.
Y'all follow me what I'm trying to say? You're exactly right. I can't just say it to them because best price shopping doesn't work. That level of directness, though you think it works, ran Saturn out of business. They sell every product today. But they just said, well, here's where it is. 72 months is this, 84 months is this. You want lower payment for longer term. It just didn't work.
Okay.
The market proved that it didn't work. So what you have to do
So I'm
is
thinking back then and not now?
still today.
Okay.
And here's another example. Why do you buy clothes at Dillard's on January 1st?
Because they're on sale.
They're on sale. They want to feel like it's on sale. They feel like the difference of that's not going to be their money.
Oh. So like at JCPenney's, I worked at JCPenney's before, they give people all kinds of coupons that you have to put the numbers in. Random, I mean, huge numbers, you know, excuse my language, but huge numbers, when you can get it at that price without going through the coupon
Without
step.
that, you have to let them contribute. They have to be customer driven. I'm thankful for this question.
And
because
then whenever they walk away, they go, I got that on sale. Well, you
I
could've
got
had
my
that on
number.
sale.
That's right. They got your. I've got to let them fall into me. Think about an hourglass. When you flip it, the sand's where?
On the top.
And it's falling from the middle in, right? I like to think of me as a salesman as as the hourglass. I let it fall into me.
Okay.
Let them fall into you. You're going to pick my card. I just asked you the things that make you
Oh,
fall
so you're
into
making it
me.
their idea.
Everything's their idea.
Okay, yeah. All right, gotcha.
And until they say, yes, I'll buy it at those terms, and then I walk away and they're thinking, they're knuckle bumping under the deal, they're foot bumping because they don't want us to see it. But I think I might get this. They start to believe. They start to fundamentally start changing.
So is human nature really, I got over on that guy? Is it really? Human nature is I won?
Absolutely, they've got to feel like they win. I don't want them to just feel like they win. I'm telling them, you win. That's the easiest part of my job. If I don't make you feel like you win, do me a favor, tell me no.
Okay.
I'm setting everything
I get
up
it.
for that you win.
All right, thank you.
But you're going to win at my number. But it's going to be your idea. And that tree, the light. Oh.
Okay.
Perfect survey, the future customers, this is the guys that treated me so well, he wasn't ever a jerk, did treat me the right way.
Okay.
Cool?
Got it.
Follow me on that? So yes, I'm thankful for that question. Dang, I need more time. So that's, I'm just giving you the basics of a little bit of negotiation there. On this negotiation topic, I could sit in this room and I'll tell you, Justin and I have a master's professor, he's a doctor, he's a master's professor's teacher, teaches the master's course at JBU. He comes and just lets me do this stuff to him. He like breaks it down. They do classes off. They teach classes off this type of logic, okay? And it's a fun deal. So, a couple things now. I got only 30 minutes left, so I'm going to have to speed up a little. I want you to immediately create in your phone a contact. That contact is your digital business card. It needs to be professional. It's going to have your name, where you work, your title, your customer service representative, your customer accounts manager, whatever it is they call you here. I call my guys retention managers, customer retention managers, customer service managers. To me, that's what a salesman is. They're managing the customers. They're managing that account. Each customer is an account to me. I want you to have to do that. I want you to find a decent photo of yourself and have it as what's on there. And every time you talk to a customer, I want you to send, sir, let me ask you this. Are you talking on your cell phone right now? Perfect. Hey, as soon as I hang up here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to text you my digital business card. This is going to make you a lot of money. Because when they get here, here's what they do. They forgot who they talked to. And the other salesman, who's a slick salesman, is not going to ask them. And you set that appointment. Now you go to me, your manager, and you say, hey, I sent my digital business card. Ain't no getting around it. They know. She called me. Who? Salesman, other salesman upsell. Takes the customer. You spoke to, but yeah, who was that? Oh, it's Dustin. Never miss your digital business card. Never miss your digital business card. Go into the contact and hit share contact. So now it's on their phone. Hopefully they save it. Never miss your digital business card. These are just some wrap-up things, okay? I told you I'd go back to the service department. Those service accessories, there's profit in them. Don't ever be afraid of showing all the areas that make you profit. So if I sell them a $1,500 wheel package and it's got $600 of juice in it, profit in it, well, that's 30% of your money. It's $200. Don't be afraid to show it to them, okay? In fact, you leave money on the table when you avoid that piece. So we walk by, yes sir.
After you sell, after you signed?
No, remember that's what whole walk we just did.
Okay.
Everything we just did there is before I sat down.
Okay, stand up, sit down.
Right, as I come off that scary lot on the car that we think they want, I want to introduce them to all the nice people that I work with and show them all the great amenities that I have and show them all the additional options that we offer.
Okay.
Then we sit down and then we now can reference all those things,
Hey, do you remember that?
right? Okay, we're going to reference all those things. There's an important thing we have to understand about how the world works, and I think everybody kind of assumes the world works off of a different format. I asked my friend here, Justin, to write this down. What's the most important meal today?
Breakfast.
Do y'all agree? Why?
Starts your day, gives you fuel for the day. Most people don't eat it.
That's right. So says? How do you know? Who do you,
Statistics.
Statistics show most people don't eat their breakfast.
really? Prove it.
It's a myth.
Let me tell you about the most important meal today. In salesmanship. The pork industry was failing in the early 1900s. It was failing. They were having a hard time selling pork. So they hired an advertising agency because the world works off of salesmen, and they said, hey, we're having a struggle with this. They sat down. It was a very genius firm. They're out of New York. And they came up with a deal. They said, you know what? I really like breakfast. They weren't selling it. If you had you have some pork at breakfast, but they're looking at meals, nighttime meals, ham for lunch. And they said this. Doctors say, all you have to have is a doctor suggest, that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And here we are 100 years later. And as far as we're concerned, it's fact. The reality of it is, it's not the most important meal of the day. Eating small meals 5 times a day is the best thing you could do with your day. Constant grazing is the best thing to do, health-wise. To be real, It blew up the pork industry. One sales pitch, one bright idea, one thing changed this pork industry. And at your breakfast table, you didn't just serve pork. You serve breakfast and you tell your kids, better eat that. It's the most important meal of the day. All that was a salesman coming up with a hook.
How'd you find this out? How do you know this information?
Most of the things I say, here's the deal, 87% of the things I say I make up on the spot.
Adam ruins everything.
Because, you know,
I love
I
that.
personally because
What'd he say?
The doctor, he says you need to eat
Adam
5 meals
ruins
a day.
everything. That's
Ruins
why.
everything.
Ask
I
the doctor to
personally
approve
related
it.
to that because I went to the doctor, you know, with health issues. He says, you need to eat 5 meals a day.
Oh, 5 meals a day is what doctors say.
5 small meals a day. That's what they tell you. now,
Absolutely.
5
That's the
small
most,
meals
that's
a
the
day.
most important thing to do.
And I went through that same question in my mind, like, I thought breakfast was the most important meal of the day. I even asked my doctor that. I thought breakfast was the most important meal of the day.
Because the
That's-
salesman sold it to you. A salesman sold it to you. So let the salesman sell. You're the salesman. Sell everything that's positive that you offer. If you don't, tell them about all the benefits of who we are. All the benefits of all the things we offer. At that closing table, you can then re-reference it, and it will build you value. And the ultimate goal is to raise your per copy average $10 a month. 10 extra dollars a month. Huh?
Genius.
Cool?
That's a genius.
Yes. That all these things. Here's the deal with the sales. Nothing's new. I didn't create any of this today. Nothing's been created. There's nothing new on the wheel. It's still round. Just identifying it's round. Remember, just treat everybody from a servant-hearted position. Care about them. Love your facility. Pick up the trash as you walk by. Make sure that the chairs are pushed in. Make sure your fellow coworker respects you because you respect him or her. Care for them. If their customer needs something, do it for them. It'll make you money. I ain't doing that. Taking it over to getting the Xylon on it. I ain't got time. You do it for them, they're going to do it for you. They may not at first, but if you're the most servant-hearted person, don't get abused. Do not get abused. There are abusive salespeople that are senior salespeople that will wear you out and want you off their lot because you're a competition to them. Let them know. I'm shrewd as a viper and gentle as a lamb. Okay? I will bite, or I'm as nice as it can be. I'm as shrewd as a viper, as gentle as a lamb. Let them know. I will help you and I will serve you in every way I can if you're doing the same thing for me. And I'll probably do more. I'm not asking it to be 50-50 in service. I'm asking that it be 60-40, maybe even 70-30. If they're absolute jerks and will not move for you and they exist, they'll find themselves by themselves and they'll find that coal light goes out and they move on. Okay? Don't surround yourself with negative people. When you get on the lot, there's going to be an 8-car guy who's done it for 10 years, done it for 20 years. He's going to tell you all the things that are wrong with the dealer, all the things that are wrong with the world, all the things that are wrong with advertising, all the things that are wrong with the customers. And that guy is going to destroy you. I make this statement to salespeople all the time. 20-car guys love me. 8-car guys hate me. 20-car guys love me. I don't give you a schedule. You come and go as you will. I want to be off on Saturday. I said, I'm surprised that you're here today.
Thank you, ma'am.
The 8-car guy doesn't turn in his call list. The 8-car guy doesn't do anything to produce. I said, guy, it's Excel. To me, if you're going into this deal, and what we're offering y'all here with this $15 an hour and different bonus levels, that is exceptional for this first year of your career. But I'll be honest with you. You can like me on Facebook and we can be friends, but the reality of it is a year from now, if you're still at 8, you're going to find me to be annoying. Because here's what people that are at 8 cars after a year are. They're complacent, and people that are pushers annoy them. They don't want to be around the other person because it makes them feel their own inadequacies. You will not want to be my friend after a year on Facebook if you're still an 8-car guy. I'll just ignore you. Now, I won't even say anything to you. Just my mentality will bother you. But if you're at 15, you'll be thinking, that guy will give me a 16. and the next year I'll get you to 17. And 20 makes you $120. Just to be clear, this is a $100,000 a year job up front. I've got a guy who just started work with me, started in November. He sold 16 in November, 28 in December, and 25 and a half last month. His wife came in. She showed me her new purses. She showed me the billfold, the wallet inside the purse, and it matched. She said, see this C? I don't know what it is. What's the C purse? Chanel? Coach, whatever. She's like, see this? See how this matches? See how it's the same color? I said, yeah, I see how it is. They're older. They don't have kids. They do, but they're gone. I love it. This guy's a flat-out pusher, and he loves me. He'll do anything I ask. You've got to find it in yourself to be the pusher. This is a self-motivating job. It truly is. The $15 an hour thing is something we amazingly offer you uniquely to help you launch successfully. But at the end of the day, don't let the launching pad be your anchor. And that's what it can be. Too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. That's what that $15 an hour can be, is your anchor. I get no salary. I do not want a salary. I want you to pay me 100% of what I'm worth. Okay? That's how I see the world. That's how I see the world. Pay me what I'm worth. And that's why I stay on the production line. And you will too. If you'll get excited and you'll get pushing, you'll want to stay on the production line your entire career. If you're the guy. And then they'll call you in, and you'll get to do some classes one day, and it's fun. But at the end of the day, all I encourage is that you find a way to grow, and then one day, my only request is, if you do good and you get to be your 20-car guy and you do it year over year, ask one thing. Turn around and help the next guy or gal. Learn what you learn. Bring them up the competency scale. Take them from unconsciously incompetent to consciously competent, incompetent, to consciously competent, to maybe one day when they get to that unconscious level of competency, that you encourage them to then help out. Okay? If that's your heart, then your whole life is based on service. And it will be real and genuine when you try and serve it heartily, sell your customers. But if you're a selfish person outside of work, it's going to be real hard to be unselfish at work. I'm that guy. I'm just going to tell you. Serve your fellow customers, serve your fellow employees, and serve your dealership. You will be rewarded. Do it with a pure yes is yes, no is no mentality. You will get future customers. They will send you more people, and when you talk to people, you'll get more people. Now, I could go on and on. I think this thing is wrapping up. A few minutes left before
Yes,
lunch.
ma'am.
Guys, there's so many big areas to talk about. There's an internet deal. I want y'all to get focused on your Facebook business. Okay? You need to examine your Facebooks.
Okay, I'm up.
Whatever
I'm
is
up
on your
training right
Facebooks,
now.
I want you to go through 100% of the pictures. Like,
Yeah.
Facebook friend
Will be
me.
all week.
Jason Hooe.
Okay.
H-O-O-E. There's 2 O's in Goose. Anybody know this one? Where? My man. We're inverted. Have fun, too. You got to speak some speak. Huh? Yeah. Facebook friend me. I don't care. We can be road dogs. It's fine. You know what I mean? Jason Hooe, it's the name. There's only one Hooe. It's a hard work being a good Hooe. Have fun with it. You don't try to grow up with the last name Hooe and not make a joke about it. You want to be confident, grow up with the last name Hooe. Then talk to your wife and have it taken. And my brother stood up at the wedding. My wife is a D1, 4-time All-American gymnast from LSU, and all these things. And my brother stands up and tells her father, says, "How's it feel?" And she only became a hoe. It's all sweetened up. Guys, have fun, enjoy it, and have your story about who you are ready.
What's your wife's first name?
Christy. I call her Christy Lynn. Her last name's Savoy. She had a beautiful French name, Cajun girl, out of the sugar canes. See what I'm telling you right there? It's warm, right? Have your story ready. I'm not telling you because I think you care. I'm telling you to let you know. Be real. Nothing I said's fake and not a word of it was a lie. Therefore, it's very warming. Be real. Be real. Okay? Here's how real I want you to be. As to who I am. I met and married my wife in 90 days.
That's awesome.
And here's why. Because I don't have any bluff. I do not bluff. I don't want you to bluff either. I do not want you to bluff either. I believe so much in who I am and the program I'm running that there was no reason to keep this courtship going. I set her down right up front. Huh?
How long have you guys been married?
10 years.
Wow. That's
So, right up front, I said to her, she goes, I could tell she was in, I could tell she was a hitter too. And I don't have calves, and she has wonderful calves. I wanted to breed those into my kids. So, you know, I'm thinking, I gotta have those calves. You know what I'm saying? I've got to get those calves. Anyway, so, right up front, I
No,
set
I
her
don't know
down.
what you're saying, but go ahead.
I said, here's the deal. I could tell she was in, I had to have a little PDR, but if you're the real deal, you can do this. And I want you to be the real deal in life. I said 3 things right up front. I said, I want to build a friendship. So friends don't. This is my own thing, so that'd be your deal. But no, is there any judgment? But friends don't make out. Friends don't have to be all physicality like that. It doesn't have to be. 2, I want to build it, keep it God-centered. I want to keep it God-centered. It'll be pure the day I marry you. And 3, I lead. She said, that's all I ever want anybody to say. It was done. I just couldn't get it scheduled quick enough.
That's right.
If you're the real deal, when I ask you to come up here and sit down and I have you move seats and I tell you what to do, you won't have the heart that you're going to take advantage. That was me saying those things to her, was me raising my own bar. That I said it. If I'm the real deal, I got to now own up to all those things. Be that person. Say it to your customer, just like we put at the beginning of the deal. Say it, mean it, and do it. And whatever is in you that causes you not to do those things, man, I said this, I just didn't follow through on it. Change it. I failed, Christy, a bunch. I've had to apologize. I've humbly said, you know what, it's an area I need to grow in. It's an area I need to grow in. And I got to grow in that area. Thanks for pointing it out. In your life, have a partner or somebody on the showroom floor that says, hey, you're doing a good thing, but you're kind of a jerk on this topic. You're kind of arrogant on this topic. You're lazy in this area. And fix it. Identify those areas in your life. I told you, I reference life as car sales because that's all I've ever done. Change it. Change it and launch. All right? Launch your career. You just picked up a $100,000 job, in my opinion, on the minimum. And the reality of it is, I'd like to see in a few years you have a 60-acre ranch paid for. It's so doable. It happens. Okay? If you want it, go get it. Do not shortcut yourself. Do not cut corners. Do it the right way. That's what I'm trying to pitch. It's one reason I told the life stories that you see. I take it that serious. If you take it that serious, you will be the real deal. Okay?
Anybody got any questions?
Justin's here, who I meant to bring in, but I got all fired up. Justin's my man. Do you have anything, Justin? Let me bring you in. What are your thoughts on the first coming in the car business? Bring me in. I'm so sorry. I feel like a jerk. Beautiful.
It's a completely different world than retail. I came from Sam's Club, and then before that I worked with 5 different doctors. And I worked with them for about 5 years, going around doing presentations, going over consultations with patients. So, I mean, business is business. I mean, at the end of the day, you still have customers. You need to take care of them. You just need to take care of them at the highest level you can, in my opinion. And Sam Walton is probably one of the best role models you can have to follow when it comes to taking care of customers. So.
Okay.
Sorry.
I still
She
have
does
a
not like
lot.
Sam Wall.
I still have a lot to learn in the car world, so I'm still very
Stay a
new.
student. I promise you I'm a student today. Does that make sense? I am a student today in my life. So stay a student. You're a student, he's a student, I'm a student. Okay? I call him my Padawan if you're a Star Wars fan. Be that. Ain't nothing wrong with being a Padawan, right?
Did y'all have any questions?
Yeah. Any questions for me? Or Justin? Us?
Let's give him a hand.
All right, that's all I've got. As always, there's one final thing of every car deal. Customer Service Index, they send out a survey at the end of every one of your car deals, okay? They judge you based off your survey. Did you know that? I need you to do me one favor. You gotta give us a survey. Justin and I's presentation today, text message that to, who hired you, Leo or Brent? You have Brent's phone number?
Leo.
Leo, do me a favor. My only request is that you text him with your thoughts of today's presentation. I ask that because it's the same example. It's the same example that you're going to have to do with your customers. If you gave them everything you had and you ask them for the good survey. And my request is to you that you text your manager and let them know about what you thought about today. Cool?
Yes.